Hello to everyone. I'm Dr. Rahul, and I'm professor and head at Amrita Institute of Medical Sciences, Faridabad. And I'll be talking about the importance of blood donation and how it creates a life-saving impact and in individual or everybody's life. Before I start, I'll ask a question to everyone that have you ever been to a hospital or you have seen a patient with major blood illness or you have seen any road traffic accident? If you have seen, then you'd understand how the life is important. And this life can only be saved if that patient requires a blood transfusion. So try to understand a transfusion will only happen if a donor has given a blood, either me, you, or anybody at any blood center. And if we see the dynamics of the country, a country has number of road traffic accidents. Not only that there's a burden of disease which requires transfusion, and there is no measure we can manage those patients without a blood transfusion. So the only thing which can brought about in saving those patients has to be a donation which is being done to a licensed blood center. Take it centuries back. It is almost 125 years when the first ABO antigens were discovered, and they were by, I would say, our father of transfusion medicine, Sir Carl Lanston. He gave those antigens, and what happened? Based on those antigens, we were described as A, B, O, and it has been 125 years. Despite of medical and technology advances, we are not able to manufacture any artificial blood. So the only options left with us is donation, and this supply of blood is met by various voluntary donation programs. Try to understand the blood is a complex mixture of various components, which includes red cell, plasma, platelets, and each of this component has a very vital role. Red cell is for hemoglobin, plasma, platelet is for clotting. And this, if I lack those things, my life might be in danger. And try to understand the gravity. A person who comes for donation understands this thing. He is giving his life precious resources to somebody whom he doesn't know. So this is a very powerful gesture. And for an example, a patient who has anemia lacks hemoglobin, or millions of patients of thalassemia, sickle cell disease, hemophilia, they they require transfusion for their life. How they have to manage? They'll be only managed when a voluntary donor comes on its own, gives blood, and make their life easier. It improves their quality of life. Not only that, in an era of complex surgeries, transplants, with increases cases of carcinomas, where we require lots of chemotherapy, the patient requires platelet transfusion. And if they don't get it, they'll be leading to death. So I've talked about various medical situation, but there is one common physiological situation also when there is childbirth, a pregnant female and a child. There are lots of complications which can happen in that process. There can be hemorrhage, and at that time of hemorrhage, the only thing which can save the mother is blood transfusion. And in our country, like India, which is in a phase of development, there's high mortality rate. So we need to have an active blood donation program. If we don't have those active blood donation programs, we might not be able to fill the gap which is there between the supply and demand. So an act of blood donation is a very simple process, but it's a very powerful gesture because it creates a life-saving impact on countless individuals. Uh, it is not only that it is a life-saving impact, but what happens when a person comes and donate bloods? It fosters a bond in the community, and the people who come for donation, they tend to inculcate a habit of that I'm helping others and help you to create a compassionate world, which is far more healthy. In a few days' time, we'll be having our 14th June day, which is and completing 20 years of the blood donation drives. Please go to the nearest licensed blood center, donate blood, and once you donate blood, you will see that आपको अच्छा लगता है. Thank you.